You have trouble standing if your job requires you to stand for long periods of time, like a store or just in everyday life. Today, you're going to get some wonderful tips, and I also have a guest here. It's Mia Amiri. She's also been on stage for a really long time. Maybe say a little something about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a comedian and often on stage, sometimes for hours. That's why I'd like to focus on improving my posture.
We're addressing the back. If you feel tension and pain, we'll work on some exercises that will improve your posture as well. And Mia got to know us. We were all together on the talk show, and he was extremely happy to see us because
Yes, I'm a little fan of Liebscher and Bracht because you saved my life. I tend to obsess over illnesses and think, oh my God, I have pain here and it's a heart attack. And that's how it was once. And then you said, no, that's just a muscle tightness. I did your exercise and then it was gone.
perfect, we'll keep doing that. You mentioned something about the neck, right? Yes.
My neck also hurts from time to time, and sometimes it's right around the jaw, and it all seems to be connected somehow, I think.
Neck and jaw, yes. So the best thing we can do is focus on getting the back pain under control, especially if you are standing long periods of time. Also, as a preventive measure, even if you don't feel it yet, it might come at some point, but if you do the exercise, there's a good chance it won't happen. Straighten your posture a bit, focusing on neck and jaw. We'll do a short routine now. We'll do the exercise that I'm about to show you while standing, so she can focus on the... And you, if you have to remain standing long periods of time in everyday life, you can do it directly standing without a mat or a wall. The first one is very simple. Stand shoulder width apart and place both hands on your buttocks. Now please focus on the pelvis area. It is crucial that the pelvis tilts backward in the correct and precise way. This translates to the hips moving forward as the belly button is gradually pulling more inward and towards the back. So, and then you'll notice, yes, please move your hip joint a little further in so you don't overextend your spine.
The hip joint, like this?
Yes, perhaps just a little bit deeper. And in that position, you can really push the hips forward and at the same time pull the belly button back to align correctly. And you'll feel a pulling right here in the front. And that pulling is good because if you notice it while practicing at home, that pulling counteracts what gets shortened from sitting. This is getting stretched, and that's the primary cause of the pain that arises when standing, and it's the beginning of poor posture. That's precisely why we'll address this issue right away. Please gradually increase it over 2 minutes until you can almost comfortably handle it. As I said, it pulls here. It could pull in the abdomen, and it can also pull in the area of the back. That's really good, so don't be startled, because it clearly shows that the back pain would appear eventually. But we are far from that, don't you worry. And now we'll be doing this for 2 minutes. And then we release, okay? And afterwards, we'll do the counter movement right away. In the counter movement, you simply let yourself lean forward. That's right. And now tell me, where does it begin to pull? More in the back of the knees or more in the back?
Sort of right here in this spot.
In the back of your legs? Yes? If that's the case for you as well, then bend your knees so it doesn't pull anymore. And continue moving downward with your torso until you begin to feel it pulling in your lower back area.
Is my back properly aligned? I'm not sure.
Yes, that's really great. Maybe try to stretch the legs out just a bit more. Okay, just have them slightly bent. That's better. And now it pulls in the lower back. Now, the particular muscles that have a tendency to get tense and constantly seem to protest when you are standing up are currently being stretched. When you're standing for extended periods and they haven't relaxed properly, even just standing for 2 minutes, so it's still quite bearable. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
All right, and now we are going back up. So, and now it's really about achieving a better torso posture, you know? Stretch your arms to the sides and then gradually lift them a bit more. Now, as you pull your arms back, you should start to feel the strength building in your back with a noticeable tension that arises from the pulling motion.
Wow.
Yes. And if you stretch that nicely, we release the tensions here in front because the back muscles always pull us into the bad posture. And we practically resolve it like that. We'll do that for 2 minutes as well. 2 minutes, gradually pulling back. Increase it a little more. Pull nicely back.
It's like an enormous hug.
Absolutely. It's kind of like the build-up to a big hug. And then relax once more. Take a moment to feel into it.
Wow, this feels great. I feel so free. Yeah.
That's correct. And it really provides me with a better posture. Yes. So let's turn sideways facing the camera. And now it's extremely crucial for us to, starting with point 1, align the pelvis correctly in order to prevent the sway back posture. Yes, exactly, that's what it is. At times it's not so easy to control that. You might need to practice that a little bit more. Mega is exactly situated in the right spot already. You could practically go into the backside of a duck and gradually straighten it out. You keep this ongoing movement and the straight alignment. Then, down here, the section is already nicely aligned and properly straightened out. And now make sure you don't sink into a slouched or rounded back, but stand up nice and straight, maintaining a good posture. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides, my friend. And now ensure that the midpoint of your hands aligns with where the side seam of your pants typically runs. That means the arms shouldn't hang in front, nor excessively hang back, but should hang at the sides of the body. And finally, as the last step, we'll move the chin back. Pull it inward, ensuring that the spine stands beautifully straight and well aligned. And that doesn't mean you have to constantly walk like that with a perfectly firm chin pulled back. That would be far too inflexible. However, if you practice doing that and then relax, your cervical spine will end up in a much more attractive, natural shape. Focus on these key actions. Adjust your pelvis properly, align your shoulders so your arms can hang naturally, and gently retract your chin backward. And now we wanted to do something for your neck. I'm going to take a step forward. You stay there so you can watch the movement. Okay, at this point in time, please bend your right arm a little further and gently pull your right shoulder downwards. And then you turn your head to the right 45 degrees and reach over your head with your left hand. And gently pull your head down forward to the lower left, moving diagonally in that direction, approximately where your left knee is located. And then you'll notice when you do that, it's best to bend your arms a little, pull your shoulders down nicely, yes, and keep your head turned. And then you'll feel a pullback here. Oh, that's just amazing.
Indeed.
And you absolutely have to enjoy it, especially you at home, because this is the wonderful move that liberates your neck. Perform this exercise for 2 to 2.5 minutes, maintaining a comfortable intensity throughout. And after the exercise, you'll do the other side. That means I'll show it to you on your body, exactly lower the left shoulder, then turn your head, but in this direction. That's the trick, just make sure to always look where the shoulder is lowered. Yes, and then put your hand over here, keeping the head slightly rotated, and gently pull in this direction. Then you'll feel the stretch right here.
Whoa!
And you do that for 2 to 2.5 minutes as well. Then come back to a neutral position, feel into it again. Wow.
It's pulling so much right here.
Stay in a bit longer, enjoy it a bit more, remain inside. And the rule is always, where it pulls intensely, it will be looser afterward.
Oh my God.
After 2 to 2.5 minutes, you can pause, repeat this exercise once a day, and practice it 6 days every week. Then you have a completely different sense of your body. Amazing.
I feel it. You notice it?
Should I do it every day? Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure to do it every day. My life goal is finally complete.
Who doesn't have the problem when standing, where they eventually start feeling uncomfortable, and then it starts to tighten more and more down below, or maybe even hurt? That's why you should think about sharing this video with every single person you actually know who might be interested in such topics. They will be really thankful. Okay, then thank you very much, Mia, for being here. Until next time.
Thanks for all.
See you soon.